Hi there, I'm Andrew D. Pope. If your work still looks good on paper, if you demonstrably look successful, if people think you've nailed it, but something on the inside for you is slightly off, this might explain why. Because one of the most common patterns in midlife for intelligent and capable professionals isn't failure. It's a quieter, deeper, and more pervasive problem. It's a gap between how you're becoming as a person and how you're operating as a professional. I call this pattern identity lag, and it often follows unused capability. Your capabilities evolve, your thinking sharpens, your perspective changes and deepens, your knowledge and skills expand and grow, but your role and context remain roughly the same. As you develop as a person and a professional, you gain more experience, more judgment, more awareness. You start to see the world differently. You start to think differently about work, about time, about what matters. But your role was developed and still is designed for a previous version of you, not the you are now. And that's where the underlying tension comes from. The role is not inherently wrong. It is what it is. But the role no longer matches or meshes with who you are now. So you start to feel ever more out of place, even in a role which once fitted you perfectly. So it's a gradual thing. Identity lag rarely shows up as a crisis. When I work with people, they say things like, "I'm not sure this is a good fit anymore," or "I've changed, but my work hasn't," or even, "All this used to make sense. Now I'm not sure anymore." There are countless more phrases just like that. Nothing dramatic, but enough to cause friction and allow doubt to creep in. As time goes on and this frustration grows and eventually becomes noticeable, many people feel that their only solution is reinvention. New career, new direction, major life pivot, demolish everything and start again from scratch. These big pivot changes often feel decisive, action-oriented and positive, but in my experience they cause far more problems than they actually solve. Often, it's not the real issue anyway. It's not about who you are. It's about how you're positioned. So in my world, identity lag is very much a positioning problem. You've evolved as a person and a professional, but your role and the context in which you operate has not kept pace with that evolution. And until that identity lag gap is addressed, things will continue to feel off for you. Your friction and your frustration will grow. So when the friction and frustration do become noticeable and problematic, this is where people reach a decision point. Do nothing and see what happens, or make some change. Now, most smart, intelligent professionals understand that a change is required, but the nature of the change is the important thing here. Because the next best step isn't always reinvention. The next best step is often a more deliberate, nuanced, and thoughtful adjustment. That is recalibration. So here's a question well worth reflecting on. Does your current role reflect and match who you've become, or is it still aligned to who you used to be? Because if there is an identity lag gap, that gap only grows with time. It won't just go away quietly if you ignore it. If this idea resonates with you, you'll find many other conversations like this on the channel, so consider subscribing for future updates. In the next piece, we'll explore something closely related to identity lag, and that's the reinvention trap, and why big change is often an overreaction. Remember, deliberate evolution beats accidental drift. I'm Andrew D. Pope. See you next time.